Okay.
No. Hi guys, we're back. It's on par with us. We're not perfect. We can't be perfect. We suck at this.
Mm-hmm. Big time. Big time.
But we're giving it a go because we want a community of people to learn with us and to teach us while we teach you guys. So, on par and on Brown with Teaching, we have decided because I've been talking so much about the entities in our house, and I swear to God, I can't stop it because it's getting worse. It is getting much worse. So, on that topic and with that in mind, Michaela and I decided that it was a good time to show you guys how to kiss it with seen entities. So, remember, kisses, keep it simple, sweetheart. And that's what we applied to it. And we're going to show you how you can see entities real easy.
Right.
It's the same as when we were telling you how to see auras. I'm sorry, my dog's down there. Hang on. Yeah, this is him. This is my Freddy. My baby. She's petting him, and he does weird shit when she does that.
Just sitting on me.
Yep. He's like, yeah, give me love. Make me a star.
Such a love bug.
Oh, I love him. Oh, yeah, my heart. Okay, I'm sorry. ADHD. That's my little excuse for everything.
Yeah.
On here, anyways. Okay. So, entities and seeing entities. All right. Okay, guys. All you gotta do, it's like when we told you to see auras. And as I said, anybody can do this. It does not matter if you've ever seen them before. But I have to stress. Once you do it, once you take the lid off that jar, you can't stuff it back inside. When I first started to see entities, I did it a different way because I didn't know there was a kiss way to do it. I really didn't. Everybody made it so fucking difficult. You had to open your third eye, and then you see this, and then you see that. It was so much. But I did open my third eye, and I was not prepared for the shit I saw. I just wasn't. Outside, there's a bunch of like space trash, floating things and weird looking things, and it was everywhere actually, but it was outside a lot. And I was standing in our kitchen one day, and I still had to look. I still had to meditate to be able to see. But the one thing that started to happen was when I was tired, my eyes would lose focus, and when they lose focus, it was like my eye would just turn on. You know what I mean? I don't think your eye ever closes once it's open. I don't know for sure, but I just know that
I don't
for
think
me,
it closes.
I don't think it closes either.
I think it's like, yeah. No,
Anyways, so I was in the kitchen, and Michaela was there. My son was there. You were what, like 14?
Yeah.
She was young. And I was standing there, and all of a sudden, I was so tired. I had gone on like 2 days because my youngest son was sick. So I had gone on like 2 days with almost no sleep. And we had this center little island thing that we had, and I was standing against that, and I looked into the living room just to see what Michaela's dad was doing, and all of a sudden I saw this man, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and we kind of, you know what I mean, and we caught each other's eyes, and his eyes were frantic, and he had been kind of walking back and forth through the living room. I had watched him go back and forth, like looking for something. And he turned and he ran right at me. And he was like, boom, right there.
Jesus.
Oh, I was so scared. For what, a good 10 years, if I was tired, I would rub my eyes and then do anything I could to stay awake because I was petrified of getting that kind of dazed effect, that tiredness, because I would see things. I saw a child, a man. That's when the voices started. And here's another thing I should mention. I'm clairaudient as well as clairvoyant, But I started hearing murmuring, it sounded like, and I thought I was actually losing my hearing. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I went to my
So
doctor.
long,
Oh,
yeah.
it was horrible. It was so horrible. I thought I was losing my hearing. What it was so I started doing my clairs and opening my clairs and meditating and all that. And then as that happened, as I started channeling and talking, the voices started clearing. And I remember going to that day that I realized that those murmurs were somebody, they were people talking, and not just one person talking. Fucking shit ton.
I feel like that would be not the worst Claire. Like, I don't think, obviously, not the worst Claire. But I think that would be if, like, starting out when you don't really know a lot about it, or you don't really know how to travel through it, and you have your clairaudience. I think that's freaking scary.
It is scary.
You have people talk. It's like whispering in your ear, like really loud. I remember lots of instances where you're just fucking sitting there and you're like, just.
It was
like,
hard.
Especially when it became clear.
And I have ADHD. Like, dude, I was all over the place with it. It was horrible. It was horrible. It was really hard to get a handle on. And I said to Michaela, I wish I'd never opened my third eye. I'm glad I did. I mean, I've been able, it makes communication with my spirit guides quicker, but you can do it without your third eye open. You can communicate with your spirit guides, whether you know your clairs, whether you can channel, which everybody can do.
Yep.
You have more than one clair. You'll have a couple dominant ones, but you can channel too. You can do anything everybody else can do. I promise you can.
Yeah, right.
So, so seeing entities. I will teach you how to see entities without having to open your third eye.
Yes.
Right? Without having to mess with that.
Just quick little.
Well, it's like the auras. What you're going to do is you're going to find a quiet space, and what you want to dim your lights, right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to dim this light. Hang on.
Ooh.
So you're going to dim your lights. This is a good light, actually. This is a really good light. And you're going to dim your lights, and you're going to... Sorry. Yeah, his daughter came barging in here for something. So, okay, so you're going to dim the lights. This is a perfect light. And then you're going to sit comfortably in a chair. You can meditate. You do not have to. But it does help to do your white light protection.
I was going to say white light protection's a good, and I think we should actually do a whole
video on it.
Yeah, just kind of like different ways to.
Okay, we'll do that
next. We'd love
next.
to hear your feedback on that also, because
yeah, if you guys want
lots
that.
of people have different ways to do that as well, and I want to know.
Well, we've got a kiss one for it because we apply kiss to everything. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Because you don't have to be a master and you don't have to know shit to do any of this.
Not.
You can learn as you do it, period. Because you were meant to do this. You came here to figure out who you are and to do this shit. So, all right. So, find your chair. Dim your lights. And you want to close your eyes for a minute and just kind of center yourself. Meditate if you can. If you can't, just get the white light coming down. You know what I mean? You don't even have to know where it's coming from. Just white light. Imagine it coming all around you. That's your bubble of protection. If you want, you can even do your roots and get your roots into the core of Mother Gaia, because you want to be like a tree. You want to be immovable at all times when you're dealing with this. Now remember, you can't put this shit back in the bottle, but doing it this way means that you are not opening to seeing them all the time. You actually have to sit and do this to see them. Okay, so you're going to find a corner of the room. And like with the auras, you want to softly unfocus your eyes. That's it. You just want to unfocus your eyes on that spot. And while you're sitting there unfocusing your eyes like you would like a 3D painting kind of thing, again, you are going to see like waves, clear waves. That's the first thing you'll see. Keep focusing. And this does take a while the first time. It's
just like
patience. Oh, this is a little bit longer, though. This takes a little bit longer, I'm going to be honest, because you've got to... First, you're going to see that wave of heat, like on the pavement. And then you're going to see, like, circles and, like, the space junk. You're going to start seeing that stuff. And then you're going to see. That's it. And he's going to be there. She's going to be there. Whatever's going to be there. If you don't see it in that corner, move your focus to another corner. You could. I always do up corners, because when you do it right in front of you, first of all, when you're learning, it's harder to focus on that. But not just that. When you see, they see you see. I don't know how else to explain that. If
And then
you
they will be coming.
well, they come closer, right? They especially if they're looking to communicate, they come closer. They want to communicate. They want to whatever.
So many of them.
Yeah, some of them don't. Some just walk away or whatever. You also see like there's energetic imprints. So when somebody dies, especially if it's been a big blast of energy, like something like when my aunt, when she collapsed and died on my mom's floor, she left an energetic imprint. So for, I don't know if it's still going on, but for the longest time, she would come in her, and like a thought form. It wasn't really her, but it was an energy. It was like a replay of what happened. She would come in from the back door, get to the counter, she'd lean over it, and then she'd go down. And then it would play again. Same thing. And it's just because when somebody dies, they give big explosion of energy, right? It also attracts a lot of other entities because they want to see what the hell's going on.
It's like a portal, right?
Yeah. And, well, portals are everywhere.
Well, I guess it wouldn't really be a portal. I think they're
It's
attracted to
energy, it's
energy,
just a bunch
obviously,
of
yeah.
energy. It's just
Okay,
a big,
fair enough.
like a bomb. It's like
Yeah.
a bomb. It's like,
That's actually really good way of explaining that.
you know what I mean? And that energy's there. That's also why when somebody dies, like for the first 3 weeks, you go, I worked. My desk was where she
Yeah.
died. And I would go in there and I remember the first day after she died, I was in there and my head was buzzing and I was kind of like all over, and I called my sister over because you and Mom had gone to the dog park.
Yeah.
And my sister came in the house and she said, Carrie, I can't stand here. I can't stand here. Let's go outside. And we went outside, and then the energy kind of lifted, but it was so heavy. I believe that was my aunt. But after that, when she, transitioned, when she finally went and realized, okay, it's time to go, that thought pattern, that energetic pattern started going through the house.
Mhm.
And it just replayed what happened. And it wasn't my aunt. That's not my aunt. So you will see that too. You will see real entities. You will. We're gonna start doing some things with our videos to show you the orbs and stuff in our house. You can look at a video and soften your eyes, and you can see. There's also remote viewing that we talked about doing too. Okay. So there's a couple more things we're gonna show you guys right off the bat that we want you guys to realize you can do, but that's literally it. It's unfocusing your eyes, same as you do with the aura. And hey, can you guys let us know how you're doing with the aura? Like if you're starting to see it in that and how you're
Yeah.
finding it. But same with this. Just focus. I always, when I started, I always went to a top corner because you would see things.
I find that
You would
easier
see
too,
entities?
just corners.
Yeah. And then once you unfocus your eyes, you can slowly move your eyes around too. You may lose focus and have to do it again. Then just find a different spot, focus, lose your focus, and you'll see. But that's all you do. You want to see an entity? You want to see a ghost? Unfocus your eyes and stare at it. And like I said, you'll see the heat pattern. Keep focusing. You'll see the space garbage. Keep focusing, and then it starts to come through. So that's it. It's actually really easy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Just it's a lot. It's practice and time, same as
it's
everything
easy
else.
once you get it. I don't know.
Well, it's still a pain in the ass to do it that
It
way.
is,
I'm not gonna
'cause it
lie, because you got to
takes-
sit there and unfocus your eyes.
Well, and you're constantly
I have a hard time
losing
sitting
it.
for longer than 5
I'm the
minutes, or not
exact same.
jumping
And
to
I
another thought.
constantly lose it.
Yeah.
I'll be sitting there, I'll be looking at it, just
That's right. But that's how you do it. It's really it's kiss. Keep it simple, sweetheart.
what the heck did I do?
I
I don't know. Wee wee.
love you. Oh, you used to say that when you had to go to the bathroom. Mommy, wee wee.
What the?
Sorry, off topic again. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. I hope they watched it all the way through.
Yes.
Okay, if you made it to this
See
point,
your
let us
way
know.
back in.
Yeah, maybe see your way back to
There
us.
we go.
Thanks again.
Bye.